Good morning, Orlando. This is Alan Maycumber with Premier Sotheby's here in Lake Nona, Orlando. And, we've always told you that we're going to continue this series we're doing in reference to Lake Nona Voice and Orlando Voice. And I have brought a real good friend of mine here. He lives in Lake Nona, and he is the owner of Orlando Flight School. His name is Juan Rodriguez. And we're here to ask him a few questions on, I think, a career that is up and coming, booming, huge area. And so I wanted to introduce Juan Rodriguez.
Good morning.
And if you could give us a little background of what you did in flight, give the people what you're doing now, why you got into the flight school, just information like that.
So I became a pilot in 2001 back in Colombia, in the Colombian Army. I've been flying for about 20 years. And I've been in the United States flying for about 15 years, doing instruction, airplane, helicopters, turboprop.
So if in terms of which one do you like the best?
Everything that flies, I like it, be able to teach it and enjoy.
Okay.
Right now we are dedicated only for airplanes, but in the future we're having helicopters too.
You're going to have helicopters
Yeah.
as well. Okay, great. Tell us a little bit about the school. I mean, when did it start? How many students you have? How many instructors you have?
Orlando Flight School we started in 2016 because the need of quality flight training in Orlando. We have about 8 flight instructors and 50 students at this moment. We have a fleet of 5 Cessna 172s and 1 Baron 55 for multi-engine, plus 1 G1000 Elite simulator. So we have a full flight school to provide all the ratings from private up to ATP, single and multi-engine.
So a student can come to you, and if they were really interested, they could actually go through your whole program and become a commercial pilot?
Yes, so every student can go from 0 to hero, basically from knowing nothing to be a commercial multi-engine pilot and be ready to enter into the aviation market.
Can you give us a little information of cost-wise? How much does it cost to be a private pilot, commercial pilot in general?
So for a private pilot, the minimum required by the FAA is 40 hours, but obviously everybody's different. So the cost is around about $12,000 for the private pilot license. So, but the full program is about $50,000 with us. That is a very good rate to become a full trained pilot.
Full trained pilot meaning what do you end up rating wise?
Private instrument rating, commercial single engine, CFI, CFII means instructor and instrument instructor.
That's great. So tell me a little bit about what you do for people that are interested in flying, but they just don't know at this point.
So the first thing is you really enjoy aviation and you want to know more. The best thing to do is do it on discovery flight. You can go with somebody else, come into the plane with the instructor, be flying the plane all the time and fly around Orlando. You can receive a flight instruction and then you can decide if you really like it. If you really like it, I promise you, that is a lovely thing to do. It's everything. Every time that you go fly, you want to go again.
I know. My son did it. His first flight was 2016. He went up the first time and he said, Dad, I might want to do this again. We took him up another time and he fell in love with it. And now he is a flight instructor on Juan's staff, and he has got a little over 900 hours and looking to go commercial. So he's doing really well, and he loves the idea of flying. And if you are interested in flying or you have a family member interested in flying, you can go do a discovery flight. Juan's going to give you information of where he's located, his phone number, his email, whatever. And remember, you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel. We're going to be doing series like this every week. We Know Orlando. So, Juan, where are you located? Phone number and all that.
Yeah, we are located in Orlando Executive Airport in 615C Hardon Avenue in Orlando. Our telephone number is 321-352-0490. You can look for us also in Facebook and Instagram as Orlando Flight School. and in Google as Orlando Flight School, and you can check our pictures, videos, the reviews of the people. We have the highest reviews in the industry in Orlando, so people really like to fly with us.
Well, thank you very much for showing up today, because I think it's very important to let people know you're out here to help them learn a industry and career that is just booming right now. I mean, it's that what'd you tell me? I think yesterday you told me they were short 5,000 or more pilots at this point.
Yeah, it is a shortage of pilots in the world, about 500,000 in the next 10 years. So this is the time to get your license and enjoy and be ready for a good career. Before COVID, there was a huge need of pilot. Even the airlines were paying for the training. But now after COVID, I think that's going to happen again. So because many pilots retired, and obviously many left the industry because they lost their job, but this coming back stronger than before.
Well, see, I think one of the biggest things for a career pilot is to know what they're getting into. When you talk about a career pilot, what is it that they're getting into? I mean, tell the lifestyle.
So you can start as young as 16 years old. So you can be a solo pilot at 16 years old. You can be a private pilot at 17 years old. You can be a commercial pilot at 18 years old, and be an ATP pilot at 23 years old. So you can start in the airlines at 23 years. So for sure, when you are 30, you're already flying a big body airplane and having a good salary, good life, and having fun going around the world.
Well, I know that my brother flies for American. He's been flying for the American for 17 years. My dad flew with American for 29 years. So it is a great career to get into. And I wanted to thank everybody that is watching this video. If you have anybody interested, again, contact Juan, Orlando Flight School. Also, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. Every week we're going to have different people in talking about different careers. And I think the aviation industry is phenomenal. I love it, and I wanted to keep everybody up to date. I want to thank you again for watching. This is Alan Maycumber, Premier Sotheby's International Realty, Lake Nona. And remember, Lake Nona Voice. You have a great day, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks again.